here at Fight Zone. Another showdown, another bit of commentary for you as well, Dave. How are you finding it?
Yeah, I like doing the Fight Zone shows. I enjoy doing it. I do the commentary, I do the punditry, I do the roaming reporting, soon I'll be doing the fighting as well. I'm sad to see the back of the Fight Zone arena, but yeah, tonight, you know, I come to the show tonight. I'm here on work really, but the only man I wanted to watch tonight were Iain Martell. The only man. You know, Iain Martell, me and Stevie Levy, who boxed last week, great performance last week, good friend of Ian, so therefore Ian is family to me. And again, tonight, I was hoping to box the fella you boxed tonight, and Ian's ruined it for me by breaking all his ribs. So it's over, but it was a great performance by Ian. And I'm going to pass it on to Ian now to tell us how that happened.
Yeah, well, it was simple, weren't it, Dave? You know?
I don't know.
I expected a few rounds, though. I really did. He's a tough fella, you know, loads of knockouts to his name, and I thought I'd get a few rounds, but it's disappointing I never got Steve Collins. That's what I wanted, you know, a decent fight.
I think on paper he looked very tough. I was looking at him, he looked very tough. He was a lot shorter than I thought. He was about 5'6". Did you struggle with his height at all, or what was the plan?
I just didn't want to bang my hands. You know what it's like with these shorter fellas. I like tall ones, so when you can put the hooks across, you'll hit the chin. I didn't want to hit the top of his head, but once I'd found my range, I got to the body fine, and I knew he wouldn't like it, mate. They don't like the body work, do they? So, yeah.
So that was a good performance tonight, but what's next? No, Steve Collins is retired, I believe.
Has he?
I think so. Have I made that up? I'm not sure. Maybe I have. I thought he had. Steve Collins Jr. is retired. I thought I read that he retired. But what's next? You're not a light heavyweight. I'm not believing it. I'm not having it. You're nearly as big as me. So what's next? We saw Jack Massey tonight.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think you're a danger to all of them. Can you beat him over 10 or 12? Have you got the experience yet? I'm not sure. But you're dangerous to all of them. What do you want next? Do you want a 10 round next, or do you want a few more fights like tonight?
I want tough fights, Dave. I think you're dead right in what you're saying about dangerous, because I'm top 10 in the country. I've not really got a massive name, not got a massive following, but I can hurt people. With my limited experience, they're sitting there thinking, why should I take a risk? But I want a top 10 opponent. I wanted Steve Collins, but I realised that realistically he's a school teacher and I'm a gangster from the mean streets of Norwich. They don't want to mess with people like me. So, you know, hopefully we get a good fight. I'd like to take a title next. We'll see what Kev says.
Give me a name, Ian. One name. Who would you like?
Following on from Stephen Ward, let's have an Irishman. No, Stephen Ward, yeah.
Stephen Ward?
Yeah, why not? You know, he was a good light heavy. He's a decent cruiser. If not, Dan Cooper, he's in the top 10. If not, Mikel Lawal. I want good fights.
I like all of them, Ian. I like your confidence. Ian was on Take Me Out once. He had 29 lights left on at the end.
We were flying, mate. But now I'm the body snatch, you know. Now I'm stopping everyone to the body, and they don't want to know. Hey? No, I could tell you a funny story about that, mate, but I'll keep my mouth shut.
No, you might as well.
She was an amazing girl. And I didn't, unfortunately. I wish I could say I did, but I didn't. I got too drunk and I did something else.
Did you go to Fernandez?
The island? Fernandez, yeah, it was great. Tenerife.
No, is it in Tenerife?
It is, yeah.
What did you enjoy more, your time there or tonight in the ring?
A bit of both, mate. It's balance, isn't it, Dave? It's all about balance, you know what I mean?
On which evening did you spend more time in the ring? Over in Fernando's or here tonight?
It was you can't do this.
But anyway, great performance by Ian. Hopefully, I would love Ian to be in action August 27th or September 18th, as they are my dates I can happily announce.
Great, yeah.
So I'm hopeful Stevie's on in September, so it'll be great.
The two best looking big guys in boxing and one of the best looking girls in boxing. Fighters on, make it happen.
I couldn't say any more than that.
Let's talk about Stevie quickly. Obviously, she fought last week. She's got a proper good personality. Do you think if she gets some real wins under her belt, fight some good people, she could actually make it like pretty far because of her like personality?
Well, the likability factor with Stevie obviously is massive. She's very popular. She can sell tickets. That helps. As a manager, that obviously helps. The Fight Zone platform where she can box every 4 to 6 weeks, even better. With Stevie, Ian arguably probably knows her better than me. He's known her a long time. Stevie's not. No, I don't want to say not right in the head. Stevie's crackers, isn't she? Stevie, she needs to fight every 6-8 weeks because yeah, just for her own well-being. I need her busy. She's in the gym. She's back. She was back in the gym Monday. She had a couple of days off. She's an absolutely fantastic woman. I've got all the time in the world for her. She's going to fight September 18th. After that, she's probably box November. There's no rush to her. She's come from a white-collar background. There's no rush at all. She wants to win a title. As a manager and friend, I'll do my best to do that. And Ian can tell us more great stories about her. He's known her a long time. Any great Stevie Levy stories?
Oh, there's a few. She's a wild girl. But she has...
Tell that one about when she pooed in the shower at the gym.
I'm not saying nothing about pooing in the shower, mate. I'll get a black eye next time I come out. But no, in all seriousness, she's a great girl. You know she is, and she's one of the most likeable people in boxing. So with the right direction from you and some good training, I think she'll do well. But with that said, Dave, I'm going to shoot because I've heard there's a big fat cheque with my name on it, so I'm off to get paid. Thanks very much.
Congratulations, Ian. Nice to see you, mate. Nice one, mate. Nice one. See you soon, mate.
You just, well, not just, but last week when Stevie fought, you did a post-fight interview, I think it was for Fight Zone, and you said, like, you honestly, you were so happy for it, almost happier than when you fight. Do you aim to have that sort of relationship with all of your fighters?
Yeah, all the fighters. I've got a team of 9 now, amateur and pro. Like, you know, when I do interviews, I've done a million interviews over the years, and they've been about me. I'm 29 now, and even though I'm boxing, I kind of had my career. So Iain Martell, I've only met Iain twice, but I'd rather get Iain in, and people listen to Iain because, and like with Stevie and Levi Kinciona, Joe Leigh and Liam Carrigan, Marcel, the whole team that I've got, it's about them. I've kind of had my time. You never know, it might come back around again, but what I want to achieve is I want to give all these people, all my friends and all these good people that I meet in boxing, I want to give them the best platform I can, and that's what I'm doing.
So how long do you think you'll be back for? Because obviously you've been retired now, you're coming back to do 4-rounders. Do you think there could be a possibility where you'd have a couple, you knock them out inside 1 or 2, it's almost too easy for you, and then you sort of get tempted to aim for titles? I know you haven't got a title. Is that something you still potentially want to go and try and grab?
It's going to be fight by fight basis. Not really planned too far ahead. You know, you look at the Allen Babics and other people, and you think, oh, I'd love to fight him. I'd love to win a title. Of course I would, but until I get in the ring, until I have not even one, because I don't think the first fight I bat will be very low level. And I remember my dad saying Bob McGray boxing about '97. He came back, he looked terrible the first 2 fights. Ended up upsetting I can't remember if he upset. No, he upset someone. He beat Vizin Pazienza and a few others, and he lost to Brewer for the world title. But it takes time. I've had a lot of time out and a few issues while I've been out. So it's going to take a few fights, but I won't know if there's anything left. And there's not. I'll pack in. You know, I'm doing a bit of acting now. I'm doing managing fights. I'm involved in all sorts, and so I don't need to box, but I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy being around it. So as long as it's healthy for me to do so, as long as I can feel I can compete at a good level, then I will box. But that could be 6 months, it could be 6 years.
Now, I know you were obviously scheduled to fight Chris Lovejoy. He had a nice shiny record. It's been proven that he's not amazing. Is that someone you'd like to fight just because of like what happened and how the last fight, well, it didn't turn out to happen?
No, I'll never box Chris Lovejoy. There's nothing in it anymore. I was getting paid a lot of money to box Chris Lovejoy on the Chisora Usyk undercard. I love a lot of money. Who's going to put it on now? No one's going to put it on. No one's going to put it on at all.
I think from a boxing fan's perspective, people would want to see it just because of the way it turned out. Would you not agree?
Yeah, but you've got to talk budgets and that. If we don't on the Fight Zone show, the budget's not there for the purses we was making. So yeah, it's not going to happen. I'm not interested in it anyway.
All right. Last question then, just in terms of White Rhino Promotions, is that something you're going to be doing for like literally a long time, like 10, 15 years?
I think longer than that. You know, I got 4 pros and 3 amateurs right now, and then myself as well. So I guess I'm part of the stable. Yeah, I'm going to take out a promoter's license. Well, I hope to do shows, and I love boxing, and I love helping and being around good people. So I plan on being around boxing for a very long time. Like I say, boxing could be 6 months, could be 6 years, but since I've been around the sport, I plan on being it for the rest of my life.
Literally one more. Who's the best fighter in your stable right now? I know that's hard to say, but the one with the most potential or in the best position currently in 2021?
Well, I have to say myself. I'd probably Levi Kinciona is the furthest forward. He's had 8 fights, won 7. Stevie's in a great position. Like we said, the likability factor, female boxing's booming. I've got Joe Leigh and I've got Liam Carrigan, got Marcel. They're amateur boxers. They're starting out. Got Caden Smedley and Ryan LeBon who are about to turn over. So I give them all the same amount of effort, and I will endeavour to give them all the best opportunities that I can.
Top man, thanks for that.